Happy Christmas! Happy Christmas Eve, everyone! And if you don't celebrate Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, or happy holidays, or any other celebration you celebrate this year, have a very, 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 very happy celebration. Of course, this is the only Christmassy thing I have at the moment. It's a knot wrap that I use as a little scarf, but it makes me look like I belong to Christmas Airlines. Your exits are here and here. Or it looks like I've joined the Christmas Cub Scouts. That's not right. Rock on! Christmas and the key! I'm sorry, what am I? Today is the last day of Vlogmas as much as I can, for me, and I think I've done pretty well, despite mental health and everything. I know it's not been 24 videos, but in all fairness, we knew that I wasn't going to do 24 videos, let's be real. But today's a very important video. The importance of this video is to talk about having an eating disorder during the festive period, and definitely today because it's the start of the big meals that we're going to have. I just want to talk to you about why it's so difficult for people with eating disorders around this festive period, and if you are recovering or if you're suffering and you'd like to recover, then by all means you can take some of the tips that I have here and you can put them into your own life. But please, I hope that you do have a lot of contact with your mental health team this Christmas period, in this festive period. And also, if you would like to beat support line, which I will link down below, if you have a problem, then please do ring them up and call them and just talk to them about how you're feeling and they can help you. But I'm just going to talk about my own problems with eating around this festive period. Christmas, Easter, my own birthday, other people's birthdays, celebrations that came out of the blue that I couldn't plan for, they were all really terrible and really anxiety, ED inducing places to be in, because my brain already knew that there was going to be a lot of food there and I wanted to control as much as I could, but I didn't think I had enough control to control what was going to be there. I couldn't control the people who were going to put the food out there, and I wanted to control everyone. I wanted to control the monopoly, but I then have to remember that that wasn't me. That was a voice telling me that I had to control everything in my life, and by that it meant people bringing out food. ED, as always, wants a seat at your table, and ED would love to have a seat at the table to just really like police everyone and police you as well. It's also really hard that at this time of year, not only are you suffering with the voice in your head telling you that you're not good enough, you do not deserve this food, therefore you shouldn't eat it, but we're also going to get these same messages from people saying, oh, my diet, I'm not going to do my diet at Christmas, I'm just going to binge, and then I'm just going to feel guilty about it, and then I'm going to go on a detox or a diet back in the new year. And you're going to get this from other people in your life, maybe family members, maybe friends who probably forget or don't know that you have your eating disorder, but you also get it obviously from society, from the media, because hey, we can't make you spend money if you feel really shit about your body and feel really shit about yourself. Hey! With all these messages coming in from everywhere, of course your ED is going to have a ball of a time at this season and tell you that, hey, do you know what, they're telling you this, they're telling you this, they're actually quite right, they're saying exactly what I've been saying to you 365 days of the year. So don't do it. And it's so terrifying when you see the goose, well, we have a goose, or your turkey, or one year we had a cock. Shall we all just like have a moment to laugh about that? I would like to take this opportunity now to tell you, if you're suffering with an ED, that Christmas does get easier. Christmas will get easier with every year you're recovering. 2013, 2014 and 2015 were my worst years. 2016 was better, and 2017 I think will be even better than last year, and hopefully 2018 will be better than this year, and so on and so on and so forth. I'm having less anxiety about the food, and I'm very good at dodging and policing this diet talk that we have around families, because you do get it at this time of year. It's just something that is seen as the norm, and it shouldn't be the norm for you, because we take it in and it stays with us for a very long time. And if you're going to blame yourself that you're going to ruin Christmas because you just can't do what everyone else can do not blame yourself whatsoever. I don't want you to blame yourself this year, because if you blame yourself, you're just feeding ED your self-loathing, and EDs love it when you self-loathe yourself. They love it. They have a field ball because they can stay in your brain and they can control you if you self-loathe yourself. And ED sometimes can come from self-loathing. It can also come from control and lots of other things. But if you hate yourself, they love it. So try not to blame yourself this year. And if you need your supportive family or your friends or anyone that you're with who's supportive for you this year, just tell them. Just tell them that, look, I just want to know that I can't eat what you can eat this year, or I would like to try, and I'm sorry if I can't. Just take it step by step. No one's expecting you when you're recovering to have a massive plate of food. You take it each step by step, and when you feel more confident, you'll probably take more food for Christmas and more, and maybe you'll be the same as your parents and the same as your family or your friends, maybe, but it has to be your journey, and you have to eat what you're comfortable with. But you do have to differentiate ED's voice to your own voice, and that can be really difficult because my voice was ED's voice at the same time. ED took my own voice and used it against me, and that can be really difficult to say, well, I'm having this thought, but is it ED's thought or is it my thought? And it's hard to sort of channel and find out who they are or who you are and what you're thinking. It can be very difficult. But just to let you know that it is not your fault, that you can't do the same as your family this year at Christmas. You have to do what you do to feel mentally safe and sound, and also do things to keep ED at bay, because ED does not care about celebrations. It just wants to stay in there for as long as it can, making you feel like shit, and you don't want to feel like shit. Don't put pressure on yourself this year. Just don't. Because I felt in 2015 that I was going to have the best motherfucking Christmas ever. This is going to be my Christmas, and I'm going to make sure that it's the best Christmas, and everyone will be so happy because I can eat what everyone else can eat. And then sometimes when I did, I found I wasn't ready. And I pushed myself too far, and I crumbled. So yeah, don't put pressure on yourself to have the best Christmas. Just a mentally sound and happy Christmas for you. It has to be for you. And people may say that's a bit selfish, but really you have to find out what you're comfortable with. You have to find your boundaries around food. You have to be comfortable with who you are as a person. I mean, ED has taken so much. It's taken so much. It's probably taken years away from you. And you want to get that back. It's time to take some you time and not let ED run you into the ground. Self-care. To anyone who is recovering this year, who is struggling with an ED and can't find the way to get out this Christmas and just is so scared, just to let you know, there are so many people on the internet, on social media, and probably around you who have felt the same way or feel the same way as you do. And you can contact them, you can connect with them, and we will all be thinking of you this Christmas, because we all understand where you're all coming from. Because it is such a pain in the butt to have this. And yes, there will be a lot of chocolate around. There will probably be a lot of biscuits and a lot of things that your ED says, nope, you're not having that this year because you can't, because you know what's going to happen when you can't do it. I hope that this Christmas that you have a good support network wherever it is, whether it be on the internet or whether it be through family or friends or just supportive people in general. Because some people don't have supportive families or supportive friends. And it's really sad when I get messages or when I hear comments like that I don't have a supportive family network. And I think that's so sad that you don't have that, particularly if you're very young, because you really need that support network. And if it can't come from your immediate family, then that can be a bit of a challenge if you can't get out of the house. I wish you a mentally sound Christmas this year. And I hope against hope that you will be in a place with food this year where you are happy and you feel like you've conquered something. I hope you can flick the V in your ED's face, because damn, you deserve it. You deserve to have this ED-free Christmas, or this non-ED controlling asset to your life. You deserve it so much. ED will not always be there in your life. Some people won't be able to have a mentally positive Christmas, and that's okay, that's totally fine. You're not obliged to, but put your place put yourself in a place where you can control your mental health, and don't let your ED, your mental health, control you this Christmas. I am wishing you lots of love and lots of self-care, because you deserve it. I am so proud of you, and I'm so proud of all of you. Thank you. And we will be back on the 1st. Christmas love. Bye. Will be on... I can hear things. Ah!